And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it on. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to run now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go. Go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Here we go on 4th down. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line. Stan got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
on first down, he'll drop to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings had taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, it's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is Cook with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 3. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And he'll go out of bounds. 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before half from Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Murray now on 1st down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Murray off play action. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense... Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They run the counter with Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 29, Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
That's one.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. Open man right side is Shark. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. In motion, the tight end. Play action. Now it's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And the Vikings will continue.